Hello, my name's Jason from septictank.co.uk, and I've been installing and repairing septic tanks, soakaways and sewage treatment plants for about 13-14 years now, over which time I work and have worked with the Environmental Agency up and down the country, UK building regs, local building control and British Water. In this video I'm going to show you today, I'm going to show you how to register your septic tank online with the Environmental Agency, and so I'm going to take you through it step by step in a logical, methodical sequence. So hopefully by the time you've watched the end of this video you can just click the submit button and your septic tank will be registered. Okay, so first of all we need to type in the word Environment Agency into the Google search bar. Okay, and then we'll see the website Environmental Agency appear at the top of the Google search engine, and just click on there. Okay, so that then takes us to the front page of the Environmental Agency website, and then you'll notice where the red circle is, it will say septic tanks and small sewage treatment plants. What we need to do is click there. Okay, so now that will then take us to the page septic tanks and small sewage treatment plants. What we need to do is just scroll down the page until we come to where it says registrations in England, and I've highlighted that in red for you to see. So just click to where it says registrations in England. Okay, so that takes us to the registrations in England's page. So again, what we do, we just need to scroll down the page, and you'll notice you'll come across step 1, step 2 and step 3. Well, step 3 is where we're going to be stopping, and it will say under step 3, just a fair bit slightly under it, it'll say to register online, start the online process. So we need to click there where it says start the online registration process. Okay, so here we go. Here's the start of our process to register our septic tank. First of all, we need to select the party type box there. Now it says, asks you whether we're a company, an individual, an organisation or a public body. Well, in this instance I'm an individual, so I'm just going to click individual there, and then I'm just going to tick the box where it says next. Okay, so now it's asking about our details. So it's asking about our details now. So first of all it asks us to put in our name, and our title. So in this instance I'm going to put in Mr. I'm going to put my forename, which is Jason. I'm now going to fill in my surname, which in this instance is Restel. Obviously put your own name and title in there. And then I'm going to, once that's done, scroll down the page. It's now going to ask us for our address. This is really easy to do. Where it says red required, these are, you can't move on until you've actually filled these boxes in. So click the find address button, and it's quite easy again. Where it says building name or number, you just literally put your house name or your number in there. In this instance I'm going to put my house name, or one of my previous addresses, which was called Field House. I'm then now going to put my postcode in there. So please put your house name and your postcode in. Okay, and once that's done, just check that you've filled it in correctly, and then just click search. Okay, so just check that your details are correct. Check your house name, check your postcode, and then you'll see here it says underneath results page 1, and then it highlighted in green there, which goes slightly orange. Just click that if the particulars are correct. Okay, so then that fills in automatically your address into those grey boxes. All you need to do now is put your country in. If you live in England, do England. If you live in Wales, Wales. Or maybe you live in Scotland or Ireland, then different. In this instance, I'm going to click England and then just click select. Okay, so we filled in our name, our address, we filled in our language, our title. We'll now notice that our address has been filled in because we've just done that. The other things you can put in, like date of birth, phone number, email addresses, are surplus to requirement. You don't need to put them in to continue with the application, but in this instance I'm going to put my phone number in anyway, so if you want to, please put your phone number in. I'm not going to put my date of birth in, but I'm going to put my email address in. So put your email address in too, please, if you so wish. As I said, it's not a prerequisite, it's not a requirement you have to do, but you know, if they ever need to send you emails, then they've obviously got your address to do so. So once you've done that, just click the next button to proceed. Okay, so here we go. So application contact, so it'll have your contact details, it's got your address, it's got your phone number if you've put it in, and it's also got your email address. So check everything's right. If it is, just click next. Okay, so now it's asking you for the location of where you want your exemption. So again, you're going to have to do find address. You've already been through this process, but you've got to go through it again. So literally just click the find address button. Okay, and once you've done that, once again, put in the building name or number where the septic tank is located. So in this instance, again, I'm going to put in Field House, but you put in your name, house name, and then the postcode where the actual septic tank is located. So again, I'm going to put in my postcode, and once you've done that, put your house name and your postcode in, do the search. Click search. Okay, so I've made a mistake here, so I've only put 2 letters in. So there you go, I've recorrected my mistake. So if you make a mistake, then that's how to correct it. But once done, just click search. Okay, and then just check and make sure that the details are correct, the house name, house number, the postcode, and then once again just check that the address is right there, highlighted in orange, and if it is, just select it, click it. Okay, so now we're going to the grey boxes there, and you can see it's filled in. If your details are correct, then great. Then once again, you just need to put in the country that your house is the tank's going to be registered to. So in this instance, it's going to be England. And once you've selected your country, just click select. Okay, so there we go. So now we've filled in the address. So all that we've got left to do now is to fill in the national grid reference for the exemption. So it's easier than it sounds. Literally, all I'd like you to do, please, is go to here where it says UK Grid Reference Finder and just click that. Click that link there. Okay, so it takes us to a page that looks quite busy, looks quite complicated, but really it isn't. What I'd like you to do now, please, is go to the yellow little box there in the top left hand on the screen where it says postcode. And literally just all you have to do is type in your postcode into that yellow box on the left hand part of the screen, please. There you go. So just put your postcode in there. In this instance for me it's SY10 7EU, and then all you need to do is click the go button to the right of that. Just click the go button. There you go. So once done, you'll see an aerial map with a yellow marker showing you where your property is and outlining the garden. Just hover above there and this whole screen will appear where it gives you lots of details, but we're only interested in the highlighted orange grid reference number. So it'll be a 5 and a 5-digit number with 2 letters before it. So simply just highlight and copy that highlighted number there, like so. And then I need you to go back to the original page that you were on. So if you notice at the top of your screen, you'll see two tabs. There's the original page. This is the page you were just on. So back to the page. So now what we do, now we've copied our National Grid reference number, we literally just paste it into the yellow bar there. So just highlight it and paste it in. There we go. So there's your grid reference number pasted into the yellow bar. Job done. Okay, so next on the screen it's going to ask you, will the exemption take place on a farm? Well, in this case for me, I don't live on a farm, so I'm just leaving it as no. And just literally now scroll down the screen till you come to this box that says exemptions. Okay, so click the please select button. Okay, and then you'll see a few options there. Agricultural waste only, non-agricultural waste, agricultural and non-agricultural. You've got one with sewage discharge into surface water, so that's if your septic tank or treatment plant's going into a stream, a river or a ditch. You've got sewage discharge into the ground, so if you've got a septic tank and soak away going into the soil, that's what that refers to. You've also got groundwater remediation and traces and vegetable cutting. In my instance, I've got a soak away that's going into the ground, so I'm going to click this option. Okay. Now once you've done that, you'll notice two new boxes appear for new discharges and existing charges of 2 cubic meters or less. So I'm going in this instance for an existing discharge. Tick the button there and then just click add. Okay, so once you've done the add button, you'll see that you've got the right category, and then you've got this new box that says sewage discharge into ground, exemption paragraph, and you've also got a button which says at the end of it remove. So if you've made a mistake you can just remove it, but if it's correct then literally just click on the next button. Okay, so then we've got another question now. Is this activity within 50 meters of an extraction used for drinking water? So is there a borehole or well within 50 meters? Well, in my instance it's no, so I'm going to click next. Okay, so there we go. So now here's our summary and declaration. So just check that your name and address, your phone number, your email address, and the exemption type is all correct. If you have checked it and double checked it and everything seems okay, then literally just scroll down to the declaration at the bottom, and then just tick the I or we agree, and then literally once all done just click the submit button, and there you have it. Your online registration septic tank form is complete. Okay, so now hopefully you've submitted your registration online to the Environmental Agency and registered your septic tank, or maybe you haven't, but I've shown you how to do it and maybe you'll do it in your own time. As you know, this video was showing people with 1 to 3 bedrooms or who were producing 2 cubic meters of sewage effluent a day or less. That registration online process was for you. If your property or commercial premises is producing over 2 cubic meters of sewage effluent a day, or you've got different requirements, and please give me a ring on 0800 907 0051 or visit www.septictank.co.uk, because septic tank registration is what my company does for a living, for residential houses, for commercial, for solicitors, etc. So if you've got needs that weren't covered in this video, please ring me. But either way, thank you very much for watching this video, and I'll speak to you soon. Alright then.